coming off our lone loss of the season last episode, that was caused largely by me just spacing at the end of the game and forgetting to call my timeouts. We have now officially probably the game of the year in the entire NFL, 8-1 versus 8-1. Now, much like we did a couple of episodes, we're gonna have just another 1 week episode this time because I want to play both of these games. We just simulated our first matchup against the Giants, and I don't think we played them last year either. But it's definitely time we check back in on the Giants as a division opponent. But there's no way we could pass up on playing Dallas versus London, 8-1 versus 8-1. So we will be playing that here today. Of course, let's get a refresher on this Cowboys roster before we hop into this game. Micah Parsons, 99 overall, 27 years old, unstoppable. CD Lamb at 98, also an X Factor, also 27. And then Trayvon Diggs at 93, superstar. Jonathan Allen remains there, of course, the player we gifted them. One of my biggest mistakes of this series. Not mistakes, I mean, I did it on purpose to make these division opponents more difficult. Prescott still kicking it at 90 overall. Eric Hilton, a very nice young safety. An X Factor at 23 years old. Just an excellent zone cover guy. So gotta watch out for him over the top from that strong safety spot. Derek Forrest at 86, and then Daron Payne, who I gave to the Giants and they just discarded and gave him right back to the Cowboys, is their last player, over 85 overall. Obviously an insane defensive line and secondary with, you know, 2 safeties, a corner, and 3 defensive linemen, all over that 85 overall threshold. Offensively, it's really just Dak and CD that's still kicking it. Everybody else has kind of been replaced. Brian Robinson is up to superstar dev. It's interesting to see. They did draft Deshaun Brown, which is a receiver I really liked, at 97 speed. Shoemaker's solid. He's also, did I just see that he's superstar dev? He is. Interesting. Tyler Smith at tackle is now their best offensive lineman. Definitely not the offensive line that used to be from this Cowboys squad, but definitely the toughest matchup we'll have. Our offense has not faced the defense nearly this good throughout the entirety of the year, and so we've got to come to play today. This team just totally fell on its face in the second half of our game against the Eagles. Big reason why we lost, and can't have that happen today. Gotta be able to move the ball against these Cowboys because they're good enough offensively that they'll probably score themselves quite a bit, and so we got to be able to keep up with them. You have an X Factor quarterback on the other side and on all Madden, and even though the defense has been, for the most part, insanely good this year, you're just gonna have some troubles against an X Factor quarterback, most likely. So don't imagine this being a very low scoring game. So if we want to keep up with the Cowboys, got to find a way to neutralize this defensive line because it is very, very good. And with these upgrades out of the way, no coach points. So let's hop in and face these Cowboys at home. Both teams tied at the top of the division. Today, something's got to give. And once again, Madden showing that just super clutch angle of our stadium. I don't know why that's something that happens. Dak Prescott versus Tyson Cohen. A battle of 2 really, really good defenses, but 2 really solid offenses as well. I mean, you don't go 8-1 being able to play just one side of the ball. Probably this matchup, if you had to guess what the NFC Championship's going to be by the time it's all said and done, even though one of these teams is going to have to run the gauntlet from the 5 seed, you'd have to imagine is probably this matchup right here, which would have been insane to think about just even a year ago with the Black Knights not even making the playoffs. Dallas's offense gets the first chance today, and they're running read option, and we were all over it. In the backfield, a Dallas injury as well, which is unfortunate. Their offensive line not really in a place to take much injury. Prescott over the middle to CeeDee Lamb. Almost had that connection. Keontae Simmons versus CeeDee Lamb is going to be a great matchup today. Prescott, plenty of time, ends up throwing it away. The pressure got there eventually. It has to with the six-man blitz. Man coverage was sound behind it. And we get a 3-and-out on defense to start the game. We're going to start our first possession going against this stacked defense with a run. 9.5 for Kershaw, just barely shy of that marker. 2nd and inches. And Micah Parsons is getting there on the sack. We go from 2nd and inches to 3rd and long. Tried to get something downfield, go for the big play on 2nd and short. And Nance just... the toughest matchup in the league is trying to block Micah Parsons. Of course, could not have come at a better time. Welcome back to Dalton Bullocks here. And we're going to him on 3rd and 9. And just out of his hands, Van Der Esch with the contact. Bullocks can't make the play. So a 3-and-out is matched by a 3-and-out of our own. That's a massive hole for Russell. And it's 19 yards on the weak side of a flipping 3 tight end set. It's 3rd down and passing distance for Dallas, which means it's time to bring on the rush package. But my goodness, did Vincent get burned downfield. 97 speed. And Vincent's very fast himself, but just not even remotely competitive on that play. Going to Brown again. Vincent again could not make the play. Give on the outside is to Russell. Bobby Lambert all over it, unblocked. 3rd and goal from the 9. Can we keep Dallas to 3 here? No, we can't. Keontae Simmons gets burned on the out routes. James Jeffries gets the scoring opened up here for the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm starting to see why they're a tough matchup. Again, the X-Factor quarterback. We haven't faced a quarterback other than Jalen Hurts, of course. The caliber of Prescott and Hurts gave us some troubles as well. These division games been much tougher than our other games. Just already early, I can tell that. But of course, still just 7-0. Halfway through the first, we only had 1 offensive possession. Let's go out. Let's match that score. Play action on 1st down. Downfield, wide open is Odom. Up near midfield. That's the kind of play we needed to get everything going in this game. Open downfield is Odom again, and we hit him in stride. And on 2 plays, we match the Cowboys just like that. Odom in single coverage. You're liable to get burned. And just got a ton of separation on that corner route from the slot. And it's 6-6, baby. We're coming to play. Prescott making a check, and he throws it right to Keontae Simmons, who was playing the slots. Can't outrun the running back to the end zone. But, man, has the momentum swung in our favor here. Prescott just did not expect Simmons to be playing that spot right there. He had the inside help on his slant, So he was able to play back a little bit and gets the interception. Massive boost. Nobody's really over Bullocks. Let's see if we can't hit him up the seam. And I throw a pick to Trayvon Diggs. Cancels out the pick. Trayvon Diggs just baited me, man. He's good at that. He's good at that in real life too. Wasn't a great throw. I'll say that, but that wasn't the reason they got picked. I mean, it kind of was, but it was not a great decision. Great decision combined with not a great throw. You're gonna throw picks. Dang it, dude. We had a chance to get a grip on this game. To the outside, Russell. That is the most perfectly blocked play of all time. Holy crap. Not a single person on the entire football field got off a block on that play. 3rd and 6. It's a screen. Arnaud sifts through the blockers. He is elite at doing that. And that brings up 4th down. Outside of field goal range, we get the stop. 1st down, wide open. Again is Odom. 3 times we targeted Odom. 3 times it's been a massive play. All 100 yards going to Odom so far. Cowboys playing press man across the board. We're going to run it. Kershaw picks up the 1st. Last play of the 1st. Campbell underneath wide open. Jukes past the 1st set of defenders. Gains a couple extra yards. And we're going to have it inside the red zone to start the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 2. Oh, no. Missed the block entirely. That might have been 6 if we got the block there. But 1st and goal nonetheless. I don't love these spacings plays. I might just try to pound it in here from the half-yard line. Oh my gosh. Just unblocked. Sick play, offensive line. My goodness. How about block the guy in front of your face? 3rd and goal from the 4. Opportunity to take the lead here. And just perfect coverage. Plus, no pass protection. That is not going to get you very many wins. Nobody can separate. Nobody can block. You're not going to get many successful plays. So we got to settle for 3. Don't love mesh spot in that spot. LOL. But we're running the coach suggestions. 3rd and short. Gonna try to pick it up on the ground. Bounces off the tackle. Would have been close. But Vincent couldn't make the play. Wide open over the middle is Schoonmaker. Keontae Simmons just lost him, I guess. Cowboys just doing a slow death march right now. We got to do something to disrupt them. That's not going to be it. How are the Cowboys blocking up 6-man rushes perfectly? I want to know. We can't even block up 4-man rushes perfectly. Another in-breaking route and another completion. Oh no, he actually got it incomplete. Let's go, Vincent. 3rd and 10. Dak alone. Forced to escape and forced to throw away. And so the defense gave up a pretty long drive there, but got the stop eventually. Now Dallas is going to come back and try to tie this one. It's been very fun back and forth so far. 2nd and 7. Downfield. Paul Campbell got the catch. Let's go. Was initially not reading his route, even though it was the primary route on the play. Found it late. Wanted that pass to be a little bit more flat. I think Campbell would have been more wide open. Instead, he let him a little bit more downfield than I wanted, but still makes the play. Want to finish this drive with hopefully nothing left for the Cowboys to do time-wise. And so I'm going to throw underneath. Still, Odom was so wide open, he got a ton of yards after the catch. 5 for well over 100, 123 for Odom in the first. Goodness. Final play before the 2-minute warning is to Alford. First down to the 5. Christian Edwards, the center. Down on the count. That's no good for us. Especially no good because it actually stops the clock, which is very annoying. Like I said, Madden will find. They're like, oh, you're trying to run out clock? Screw you. It's happened so consistently that there's no way it's by accident. Every time, dude. I'm like, I say it before the play. I'm like, this is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Nope. Psych. 1 second left on the shot clock, on the game clock. Tried to run it, but it's no good. Coach wants us to go for it here. Dallas is calling us timeout. We'll try this. Fourth and goal. Coach asked us to go for it. We're going for it, and Cohen's running it in off the play action. Touchdown, London. Maybe could have had it via pass. I just saw a lane where I could run it in easily and decided to take that, remove the risk. And that's going to give us the lead. Still ended up giving Dallas more time than I wanted. Again, the injury timeout that happens all the time when you are trying to run out the clock. I'm not playing the moments. I'm playing everything. 1 sec. I got to custom play options. Full game. Got to make sure we're not doing any simulation here. Underneath. That's broken up by Simmons. Had a couple PBUs today. 3rd and 10. They are just going to run it. No shot! Oh my gosh! How? Dude, this game is so terrible. This game is so terrible, man. Oh my gosh. This game sucks. Nice job by Torres, dude. He's been balling. Got that seatbelt strapped. 3rd and 10. We give it up again. 2 3rd and 10 failures to do anything on defense this drive. 1-on-1 shot. Again broken up by Simmons. He has been all over guys in man coverage today. He's been excellent. We give up a 3rd consecutive 3rd and 10. I'm going to lose my mind. And we do just that. I mean, CeeDee Lamb gets absolutely crunched. Come on! Let's guard a 3rd and 10. You can't be a good defense and give up 3rd and freaking 10 every single play. You can't. Those two things do not go together. Come on. Cowboys going to go for the field goal to end the half. And they'll hit it. Still got the lead going into halftime, though, but that was the worst defensive drive of the season, maybe. That was horrendous. Got him into 3rd and 10 multiple times and then just shit the bed every time we did it. 1st and 10. Starting the second half much like we did our second drive with the same play. Odom wide open on it for the second time as well. 1st and 10. Man, this pick play for Paul Campbell's so good. Another first down. Couple of plays we've run for the second time to start this drive. Trying to hit Bullocks for the first time today. Gave him a few targets, but that's the first one that's worked for us. Nice to have him back. I don't think any of our other tight ends are making that play. Tough 3rd and 10. Would love to take the 2-score lead here, but the coverage on this drive has been excellent. And we can't evade Micah Parsons, unfortunately. So we're going to have to settle for 3 this time. This Dallas defense in the red zone has been tough to get past. Their defensive line really shows up here. That is a diving pick by Keontae Simmons. His second of the game. He has been elite, has drawn the toughest matchup of the game, guarding CeeDee Lamb on multiple occasions. But he has more than come through. He has been the best player, I think, in this entire game. 2 picks, multiple PBUs. I mean, even on one time when his teammate allowed the 3rd and 10 completion, he decked out CeeDee Lamb afterwards. He knows the importance of this game, and he's showing up. What a game from Simmons. Goodness. 2nd and short. Going deep. Campbell gets the completion, and we're down to the 2. Just gets past the safety there. Had a little bit more speed. And now we've got a chance to really, for the first time in this game, take a stranglehold on it. Had that opportunity earlier, failed to do so. Got a second chance here. We have to take advantage. Trying the old spread them out and run it, but doesn't look like Dallas is really fooled by it. We might try to slip a screen by him here. And it works to perfection. Had to throw it before the blocks could get there because there are so many defensive linemen, so we weren't going to get the blocks there. But we got the space to get Alford into the end zone. And we do just that. We do take advantage of the opportunity Simmons gave us the second time around. Don't throw a stupid pick myself literally the next play. And now a 2-touchdown lead. I'm going to force Dallas to throw. And that's when hopefully our defensive line can key off. We've seen, for the most part, our defensive line has been impactful this year, but down the stretch in that Philly game, they were non-existent. Got to have them playing impactful football here to finish this game. Those red and blue lines are practically touching here. Dallas is going to throw it. And just a miss by Dak. Torrance, for the first time in the game, had actually given up what could have been a catch. And they're going to punt it. Cowards! I don't know how they didn't run it. They've been running the ball down our throats all game. Yeah, we stopped them to a gain of like 1.5 that last one, but I mean, 1.5 would have got the first down there. This play's been money twice. Can it be 3 times? Dude, they just ignore Doug Odom on this play. It's beautiful. I should just run this play. I think I have a maximum of running the play. Might be actually 3, so we might have already run our maximums this play. Or it might be 5, I can't remember. Dude, what is Bullocks doing 20 yards downfield when there's a guy in the backfield that ran by him? That's just horrible blocking. 3rd and 13, we're just probably going to seed this drive with a little bit of a screen here. Almost got there, actually. 4th and 2 from the 48. We're playing with a two touchdown lead. We'll punt it here. I think if it was a closer game, we'd probably go for it. That's a give to Russell. He's losing a couple. Nice job to rally by the defense. Got 2 guys in their X Factor now, Arnaud and Lambert. It's a screen. Cowan able to use his speed to get past the blocks, maybe with a little bit of help of me. I don't know if the CPU Cowan would have done that, but Kershaw, first down and more. Hope would improve his average a bit. Motioning out to empty on 3rd down. Come on. Oh, just out of bounds. We had that whole shot, but Cohen could not get it times accurately. So, gonna be a field goal from us. Had the touchdown there. Cohen just did not throw a good ball, unfortunately. Regardless, that makes it 30-13, which now makes it a 3-score ball game in the 4th. Gonna be hard to mess this one up. That's picked by Vincent. The 3rd pick of Prescott today. Vincent probably been our worst corner today, but I mean, if your worst corner just got the interception, your defensive backfield is having a heck of a game. And this game was incredibly competitive in the first half. I got after our defense, said they weren't performing, you know, giving up 3 straight 3rd and 10s, but they heard it. They've come out in the second half, 0 Cowboys points so far, and they're balling. Good accuracy out of reach. You realize that's impossible, right, Madden? A good pass is not out of reach. Ugh, that's so annoying. Should have had the touchdown, but Madden's a flippin' joke. Good accuracy out of reach. Like, there are technically instances where you could have a good throw that's out of reach when the receiver's draped and it's better than throwing a pick, but when the receiver's open, a good throw is not out of reach. It just isn't. It's impossible. Those things are antonyms. 3rd and 15. Dak. Gonna try to run for it. He's not gonna get close. And with that, up by 20. Under 7. I think we can officially call this one a mercy rule victory against the Dallas Cowboys. It feels so good. They'd end up scoring. Maybe should have played it so we could have shut them out in the second half, but we all know that when it really mattered, we shut them out in the second half, and they got the garbage time touchdown. Hopefully they feel good about themselves when they sleep at night. But Tyson Cohen was excellent. Of course, missed that one throw late, but I mean, it wasn't the biggest throw, so it's not terrible. I got debated for the pick. Running the ball was not good for us today. I mean, Kershaw's numbers don't look bad, but that's a very tough front to run against. Odom, 8 for 179 and a touchdown, 5 for 113. Bullock's not the biggest game. Couldn't get him going early. We ended up getting him a couple plays later. Nance gave up the 1 sack of the game to Micah. Giving up 1 sack to Micah is honestly not a bad game. TFL-wise, a few players with 1. No sacks on Dak, unfortunately. We got some pressures, though, for sure. He just did a good job evading. And, of course, Keontae with the 2 picks. Vincent with 1 as well. Too many times settling for field goals. Just that red zone defense by Dallas. I don't think... Again, there was the one that we could have got the touchdown late. But other than that, I think got to credit Dallas's defense a lot for most of that. So, let's do some upgrades here to end off the episode. Jamal Arnett. Oh, I wanted to do pass coverage for him, with him. I forgot. He does get +2 man coverage. I mostly just want his man coverage up because we play it so much. He got it here anyway, so he's fine. This guy's insane. 94 speed, 89 block shed, 90 zone coverage, 94 hit power. I mean, we know this guy's insane. We've watched him play for, 3 seasons now, 2.5. My goodness, these ratings are actually absurd. Go zone here for Vincent. Don't play a ton of zone. Mostly because we're just so much better at man, and man works in this game. Not that I'm, opposed to playing zone occasionally. Go to Rich here will be the last guy. We'll do a little bit of that hybrid action. And that's gonna do it for this week 11 matchup with the Cowboys. I think, like I said, the first half absolutely lived up to the hype of the best game of the year. I thought this one was coming down to the wire. Defense clamped up, got turnovers in the second half. Offense took advantage of those turnovers. And just gonna make one of my players injured for week 12. That's gonna be annoying if it does. Discuss being without one of your top players. I think it's just a scenario that forces an injury. We're clean slate. Why would I do a scenario that forces an injury that's not actually there? It's a terrible... I've never seen this one, so I'll probably do it anyway. That's terrible. Make somebody that's not injured and just injure them for a scenario? Seems like a bad idea. no surprise there. Keontae Simmons with 10 tackles. Multiple times he broke up passes. The 2 picks as well. Player of the week. I mean, he was incredible. I thought for the most part, Vincent had a rough start, but our secondary was incredible. Defense in general, especially in the second half, was dominant, and big reason why we won. Obviously, the offense did well as well, but settled for field goals a few too many times. If I had to give, MVP of the game, offense or defense, I'd have to say I think the defense stepped up a little bit more in that second half. So anyway, that's all I've got for this episode. Shouldn't be another week until the next one like it was this last time. I just got sick and I didn't want to put my face on camera while I was sick. So yeah, we'll be back sooner than a week like it was last time for the next episode, and I'll see you then.